Was that wrong?
No, that's alright.
Oh no, what am I doing? Oh, okay. Hi.
I'm leaving this for the intro.
No.
You look so cute, by the way.
Okay. See, I messed it up already. I don't know why I'm freezing. I don't know why I can't think.
What's the most meaningful relationship in your life right now?
Right now, I have this friend,
Right.
who's traveled to another country.
Okay.
I've known her since I was in 5th grade. Yeah, I know, right? It's a long time. We don't talk like very oftenly, you know, like every day and stuff. But when we do, it's like the best thing ever. Cause like, you know how like you have so much to say, but then you keep it to that one chat where someone breaks down and you just let everything out. So yeah, that's fun. That's very fun.
When was the last time you broke down?
Already, okay. Actually, I don't remember. Probably during the exams. Most probably during exams, definitely.
Finals?
Yeah, finals. Oh god.
What do you think the problem is? Why do students break down so much during finals?
Because there's so much pressure on them from so many different places themselves. I think the biggest pressure that you can apply is the one that you apply on yourself. There's also like, you know, just fear of grades, because our system is very focused on this one. You have one chance, you know, no matter how hard you've been working the entire year, you can mess it up so fast. I don't feel like that's how life works. I don't know. I don't think that that's very real world application.
So what would you do differently if you had a school or university?
I don't know about university, because I don't know that much yet. But when it comes to schools, I think I'd want students to learn on their own. Like, I would want them to look for things on their own, because we're so focused on a teacher just giving you everything. I don't think that that's any, you know, that's real education.
What do you love about yourself?
What do I love about myself? I think I love the most, and I've realized this recently, okay, that I don't give up. I think I've really like come to realize that. If I feel like I'm like second in something, I'm not gonna be happy until I work so hard to the point where I would say, okay, I've tried my best to be the first. But yeah.
Do you think you stress yourself out a lot?
Oh yeah, I stress so much.
Why?
I don't think I actually know exactly where that came from. You know how you feel like you're so small in such a big world, and like all these different things just cause, there's so much noise, you know, so it's like trying to focus all these things in your head. I don't know, it just makes me stressful a lot, all the time, for no reason. It's frustrating to just, you know, you feel like there's so much that's going on, and I don't comprehend a lot of it, and I don't know, like, we almost don't know anything. Come on, that could be, like, what do we know? Honestly, like, beyond what we've been taught, there is so much that we don't know, whether it's, like, you know, science, or whether it's, you know, different people. There's so much that we're missing out, and I feel like at some point, you know, you're gonna sit down 7 years, and you're like, shit, I don't know what this is.
What's the best advice your mom has given you?
Okay. Oh, this is something she always tells me. Never downplay yourself. Like, never, because, you know, I don't know why, I feel like school has put me particularly in a position where I'm not as proud of myself and who I am as I should be. So a lot of times I don't give myself credit enough. I don't really present myself the way that I should be presented, like, you know, with strength and you know, I guess honesty. Just don't downplay yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Just present yourself the way that you want to be presented, you know. Don't hide who you are, and you know, be the best version of yourself publicly, you know. Be proud of who you are. Because a lot of times we find ourselves, you know, speaking in a low voice, or like talking too much, or like we just don't want to be heard, because we're afraid of confrontation, or we're afraid of people hearing us and having to answer questions, or whatever, you know. What she's taught me is to, you know, be upfront, not be afraid to be loud.
What's the best book you've read?
Best book I've read? Okay, I have this novel that I really like. I've read in 10th grade. It's called World Without End by Ken Follett. It's a novel. Okay, it's amazing. It's a historical fiction book. Yeah, it's one of the best books I've ever read. It was a challenging pick for me because it was huge. It was so big, and I was only in 10th grade. But I would, I think why I like it more was where I was reading it more than the book itself, because the book is amazing. Okay, but the situation where I was reading it in was very unique. I would go home to school by the metro, and we didn't have phones, but I don't remember having like a smartphone back then, 10th grade. I don't remember. So we didn't really have a lot of things to keep us occupied. So I would read that book, and I remember it giving me so much joy and comfort because school days after a long day, you don't feel very good. But it was a good book. It was a good book. So yeah, buy it.
What do you think is the biggest problem that no one is addressing?
Double standards. I don't know if people are like, I think they are. It is being addressed, just not in the right way, or not enough, I guess. There are so many double standards in our community. So many in our countries, in the way that we operate as a society. There are so many double standards, and it pisses me off.
It's actually exhausting.
Whether it is gender or whether it is nationality or race, or even religion, and there are so many double standards that are so like they're looking you right in the eye, and a lot of times you find yourself partaking in them. You judge people, without being conscious about it, just because you've been conditioned to live like this for like your entire life. That's how everybody talks. That's how you talk now, But there are so many double standards going on around us. And a lot of times when it comes to stuff like that, how aware you are of the double standard is definitive of how much you stand in the face of those who show those things in front of you. Because a lot of times we're either silent or we just a lot of times we partake, and other times we confront the person and no, don't talk like that in front of me, or you shouldn't say that. But it's very hard to confront people because they don't see what they're saying is wrong, and you really can't defend yourself a lot of times, because you just look like an outsider.
If you had no limits, where would you want to be 10 years from now?
It's been scientifically proven that when you have a goal or something, okay, and you say it to someone asks you, okay, hi Ruba, what's your goal? Okay, and you tell them what your goal is, what Ruba's dreaming of, okay, it's been proven that your brain gets those, signals, how, it releases the same hormones that it would release in a moment of success. So basically, you would already feel happy. You trick your mind into feeling like you were already there. So that proves that it would, it's been proven that you would work less towards that goal if you tell people what it is. I think they tried that on kids. I'll actually link it to you. But yeah, it's actually proven. So a lot of times when people do that, I don't answer. I just tell them that, and I sound very cocky. Yeah, honestly, no. I'd rather not tell you exactly what, but I'd like to be happy and successful.
10 years from now, where would you want the world to be?
Gone.
Since you don't want to talk about success, let's talk about something else.
Right.
Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
Dude, why would you ask that? Why would I? Okay. Probably car accident. I think that's common. Just because I'm very nervous about driving. I hate driving. I don't like driving because it scares me. I haven't driven much yet. I've only driven around my place. But I don't like to think about death at all. A lot. They always tell you, oh, think about death. You gotta be ready. Dude, first of all, who's ever ready? Okay. Second of all, dude, we're living our lives with enough stress, with enough deadlines. I don't want to have a deadline on my an expiry date. I know I already have that. I don't have to think about it all the time. If you get milk, you're not gonna think about, oh my god, what if it spoils? Just drink it. So yeah,
because human life and milk are very equal.
Yeah, live it.
Who would you like to have dinner with?
Okay, Malcolm X. I read the book for Malcolm X, and I thought that he was. The biography is actually really, really good. It's in his own words. There was a little bit of controversy about that, but I've always when you get into his mind, you just discover that this guy is amazing, and he has a lot to say, especially about double standards. Oh my god, because he fought for racism and he fought for right of the African American people, and I respected his views in Islam, and how he chose to integrate that into his small community. I feel like in a peaceful way, in a nice way. Yeah. I don't know if peaceful is the word, because he's a controversial figure, so not everybody agrees.
How would you introduce yourself to him?
Awkwardly.
Yes! Yes! I'd probably stumble. I'd stammer. I'd freak out. Oh my god, I would freak the hell out.
If you could write a book, what would you call it?
I really have to answer that? I have no idea what the hell. How do you say this, stuff like that without being cringy? Come on. I call it the march. Or I call it the... What would I say? That's so cringy though.
Out of your own head, okay? It's not cringy.
Yeah,
Get
what's
out of
the
your own head.
confidence your mom said?
Get out of your own head. Get out of your own head. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So what would you call it?
What did you say?
Get out of your own head.
Yeah, what? Get out of your head. Or that's what everybody tells me. I don't know a single person who hasn't told me get out of your head. Or it's all in your head. It's all in your head. That's what I would call it. It's all in your head.
What would it be about?
All the times, okay, that I was so sure that something was going to happen, and I freaked out about it for years on end, okay, nights on end, and then it turns out that it went totally fine, and I had just overplayed everything like I overplay everything. So yeah, that.
What's your name?
My name's Wissam. So yeah, boom.